you know, the biggest thing is, I don't know how many times I've heard my name out of thin air. Don't know how many times I've been knocked out from my last address to current. But I guess enough to cause brain trauma. And you know, it's a frequency. You know, just like the ones that they stop your heart with. Or, you know, it's not like I haven't had multiple break-ins also at one address to the next. Or, you know, I have, you know, here's the photos. Let's go to albums. Here, I'll even show you the frequency that the government has patented to knock a person out, like, and then they give it to whoever, along with, pardon me, along with many, many, many others. Now I've got, let's see. Oh, let me take the brightness down. Ultra high radiation. What else? Hold on. Some more ultra high radiation. Well, I seem to notice, you know, it started with people close to you, well, close to me, branched out to neighbors, till you got the cold shoulder, or I got the cold shoulder. Then, I decided to move. It took so long. And I used to be a mover. And, you know, I go back by my old address every once in a while to go to the store over there, because it's a couple blocks from where I am now. It was only 1 or 2 blocks from where I was before. That's about 8 now. And, it seems people have gotten new cars, housework, and it seemed like it was like a neighborhood deal, even though I have young ones. Stroke and seizure for me, May 20th, 2012. Wife passes October 20th, 2012. It's some weird timing. But it seems like everybody over there is now using 5G also. Now I've had multiple break-ins here. Since I gotta do this again. Hold on, let me show you. See? It was the top line. Now somebody started scraping and breaking in another line. And if it's not this way, then there's got to be another way in, because I left the tape recorder playing one night and went to the store. I had just put that lock on there and no one had a key. Went to the store, and when I came back, you could hear somebody, you know, like going, hush, shh. So, you know, there'd be 18 U.S. 241, conspiracy against another, since Neighbors seem to have gotten cars, housework, and trips and shit, pardon my language, at my old area, and people at my new area seem to, you know, I guess jumped on the board, bandwagon, whatever you want to call it, too. Since, you know, I'm having break-ins, I don't know how many times I've been knocked out for 2 doctors to say I got some kind of brain trauma. There's some noise for me. Blacklisted, phone wiretap, even phones that aren't connected only to the internet. Wiretapped illegally. Let's see. Multiple electrical shocks or whatever they are to the heart. Oh yeah. Yeah, enough for me to go to the hospital for a heart attack. And just for them to tell me, oh, it's anxiety, when I take anxiety medicine, and in 5 years, my left arm has never gone numb, and my fingertips have never tingled at the same time. So, yeah, like, I'm over it, like, and then the machines, the equipment, well, that's government equipment. And that equipment put into just any schmo's hands, it's illegal to torture a person. It's a 20-year felony. It's 20 years just for aiding in that felony. 18 U.S. 241 is a 10-year felony. That's 30 years. But I guess, you know, also using the hardware and making someone lose much time. Weeks worth of time. It's a horrible thing. But yep, I guess people don't realize, you know, 2-person family, 1 person, you know, were to get caught, you know, taking part in this. That's a jail sentence for sure, you know, like, especially if you're the one actually breaking into the person's house. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, oh, and that, you know, getting the equipment, that's either NSA, police, or military, using stingrays to illegally collect data, and if you miss phone calls, text messages, things like that, that's why. Because someone is preventing you on purpose. It's always to prevent, torture, make your life a living hell. So, I'm still trying to figure out how someone would get in, unless I didn't turn the door alarm on that day, for which I thought I did. Because I have an alarm on the doors and windows. But there was 4 months, you know, somebody did the same thing to the last guy that lived here. His plate looked worse than mine did. So, there's no rough edges on that round part of the door, you know, where it slides into the hole. There's no rough edge. That's a finished, polished, smooth edge. So, shouldn't make any marks. And I put it on. So it just seems like, you know, I get the helicopters, I get, you know, the two in the car, for which seems like citizens on patrol, for which I don't know why they would be following me, since it's not like I'd be walking around doing stuff, you know. I'm a little old for that, you know. Kids and stuff, you know. No. To me, it just seems like harassment, stalking with intent, mobbing, color harassment, vehicular harassment. And it just seems like so many people know, and they lie to your face, stab you right in your back. It's a sad thing. It is. I mean, it's even worse that people could be bought out so easily. That's crazy. But, you know, you got karma. Heavenly Father's going to judge these people also. But karma normally comes around and bites people in the ass. But the breaking in people's houses and all that, yeah, that's old. Vacations. I've seen people with gift cards. I mean, my state alone, they must have like 100, 200 different bank cards. And I see probably about a third of the people in the neighborhood with the same colored bank card or prepaid card. Who knows? I'm not sure. But they're always red. People used to get like football teams, baseball teams, but now they're just red. Or gift cards. I see people with a lot of reloadable gift cards. Brand new cars. I thought we were in a recession. So it would seem like a lot of people take part, you know, if it took place at my old location and it's still taking part now. We're going on, what, 3-4 years that I know of? But could go back as far as 2012. And in 2012, there was a big lawsuit. A California woman just won her lawsuit over having proved DEWs were hitting her home or something. You gotta look that up. And apparently somebody has been in my phones and erased all my patents and stuff that I had in there. I wouldn't have erased it. So somebody's been in my phone, or the person who has wiretapped it has just mirrored it while I was in there and erased it, because I don't erase anything like that. There's 25 of them, started in 59, ended in like 2003. So, it's even worse when they have their kids take part. Like, that's worse. What kind of parent would make their kid, like, take part? I mean, even for the elderly, thou think that they are holier than thou. Okay. You go to church and, you know, you yank people's anxiety and everything else, PTSD and everything else up. But you think you're holier than thou. Yeah. Yeah, the being knocked out, having time stolen from you. If you look up the definition for torture, it's under there. By machine or psychedelic drug. So, I'm done with that. Like, you know, this needs to be brought out. There's already a bill in California. I don't know how many class action lawsuits I've signed to, how many petitions I've signed. And the fact that I'm willing to take a polygraph test. Sorry about that. I'd take the polygraph test tomorrow. Just to prove. Sorry about that. Just to prove. Because the shit is old. Pardon my language. Slipped out. Been trying. And for all you people that I see on Reddit and everywhere else that say helicopters and everything fly over your houses, that's because citizens on patrol and stuff, they have the aviation department, and I guess they do be flying over people's houses, because I get it too. Cars with one headlight or one tail light, and then you got your fake bolos and mobbings while you're at the grocery store, or somebody gets an alert, looks at their phone, looks at you, or you could be somewhere and there'd be nobody there, and you could be in there 5 minutes, 5 minutes later